YouTube, it's Jordan, and today I'm going to be reviewing a knockoff of the Artis, I believe that's how I would say it, brush. And if you haven't seen these, they're very, very popular. They're also very expensive. So a regular Artis brush that's this size costs about $70. $70. That's a lot of money. So this is just a really nice knockoff. It cost $6 on Amazon, and if you're a Prime member, shipping is free. Can't beat that. And the difference is, I actually don't have an Artis brush. I don't have $70 for a brush like that. But I wanted to give my honest review on this. I actually haven't used it to apply makeup yet, so this will kind of be a first impression. I have played around with it a little bit. It is a nice brush. It's a really nice brush. I actually bought a Morphe E44 brush, which along with it, which I actually haven't tried either, but just by feeling them, I actually prefer this $6 brush, and this is a $15 brush. So there's a big price difference there. This is very densely packed, and it's very soft. It's synthetic fibers, of course, and it's got the two shades, the dual shades on it. This does have a plastic handle instead of a metal handle like the Artis brushes do. Of course, you're going to lose a little bit of quality with that much of a price drop. But the density of the bristles and the softness of this brush I find very impressive. I was watching a video, I think her name's Laura Lee. She's a very popular beauty guru. She's very good. If you get a chance, go over and check out her channel. But she was doing a review and a comparison of this to the Artis brush, and she stated that the application was basically the same. Now, there were some differences in quality and feel, but the application process was very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put on a primer, and the primer I'm going to be using today is the Laura Geller Spackle Hydrating Primer. I bought this at Ulta for half off, which was 16 bucks. If you get a chance to try this and you have dry skin, I definitely recommend it. And all that I'm doing is I'm applying it all over my face. And for anybody who's on my channel who is not big into makeup, if you're going to apply foundation, I definitely recommend that you get a primer, even if it's one of the e.l.f. $6 primers. Those are actually some of my favorites, and they are very good. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. If you've seen some of my other videos, this is my Holy Grail foundation. I did have to buy a new bottle, which was very sad. This foundation is $60. It's really expensive. But it has wonderful, wonderful coverage, and I really enjoy it. And my skin did get a little bit lighter, and my foundation was just a little bit too dark. I actually bought it a little bit darker than I normally would just because they didn't have my actual shade in stock. I shouldn't have done that. I know better, but I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this, and if you've never seen this foundation before, it's kind of got a dropper formula, so I'm just going to apply it. I definitely recommend, if you have the $60 to splurge on this, to splurge on it. It lasts forever, and the coverage on it is remarkable. So let's go ahead and get started with this brush. I'm just going to take it in, and oh my gosh, that feels so nice on my face. I'm just gonna, maybe if I use this, I'll understand what all the hype is about. So a good thing about this is it's perfectly built for your hands. You can put your finger on the back of it, and it gives it a lot of support. And I think I've actually, yeah, it's already blended like really well. And that was one of the fastest foundation applications I've ever had, and that's something that I hear a lot with this, is that it's the fastest foundation application you've ever had, and also the smoothest. Beauty Blender is good, and as is the, you know, some of the knockoffs like the Real Technique sponge, but they absorb a lot of product, and part of the hype of this is that it doesn't absorb a lot of product. It's so dense that it sits on top and you just kind of smooth it over, and I'm actually very pleased with this. Let me see. Yeah, that's actually a really smooth application. I am going to add a little bit more on my trouble spots because I'm one of those that's just because I'm one of those girls that really enjoys a full coverage foundation. I want to cover all of that up. Okay. And so, as you can see, or at least I hope you can see, I still have bags under my eyes, of course, because I haven't applied concealer yet, which I'm going to do at the end to just kind of show you guys. But the application is very smooth, especially for a brush. I usually have to use a sponge to get this much of a smooth finish, but it absorbs a lot of product. You're using a lot more product and you're getting a more sheer finish. So I really do like that. The only problem is that this brush is a little bit large to get in this corner right here. It got in right there pretty well, but yeah, I had to work with it a little bit to get it down there. But I'm very pleased. So let me go ahead and I'm going to apply the rest of my foundation, which will be the Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, which you guys know that I love. It's my baby. So we're just going to kind of apply it here. And down the nose. And on the chin. And a little bit up in that T-zone where I have trouble. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge, which, excuse it, it's a little bit dirty. And I'm just going to kind of pack it in. And let me make sure that's all even. No, it is not. Okay, and that's it for foundation. I mean, of course I need to powder and set, and then I'll apply all my other products. But as far as just a genuine application goes, that is very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of speed through the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with a finished face on, because I don't know about you guys, when I watch reviews of foundation, it's very hard for me to visualize what it's like with the rest of your face on. And that is it. As you can see, I kind of just threw it on. I didn't do a lot with it. I'm actually about to go to bed. It's late. But I just wanted to show you guys what it can look like with a full face on. You can still see how smooth the coverage is with the foundation and that brush combined. I definitely recommend, if you're like pining over those Artis brushes that everyone and their mom is talking about on YouTube, that you try this first. And even if you have the money to spend on the Artis brush, if you try the $6 brush first and you don't like it, then you're probably not going to like the Artis brush, since they're the same style. And you might just be so impressed with this that you don't feel like you need to spend $70 on a big old brush. But that's just my 2 cents on it. You know, go out and buy what you want, of course. But $6 is a good deal. So that's all. So that's all that I have for you guys today. If you guys want, I'll do a review of my Morphe brush too. It's a very, very popular brush that I really think I'll end up enjoying. I'll just kind of show it to you guys briefly again because I'm excited about it. I love new brushes. I especially love good foundation buffer brushes, and I don't feel like there's enough of them on the market that are dense enough to deal with liquid foundation. Like the other brush that I have been using is my e.l.f. Ultimate Blender brush, but it's just not dense enough and it causes a lot of streaking. Now this Morphe brush is a lot denser, but by far this Artis Dupe is the densest. And that's what you're really looking for in that liquid foundation brush that I have been pining over. Just a preference. A lot of people like the Beauty Blenders the best. It's just not been good to me. So. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm trying to get better about answering you guys' comments. I really do apologize. But if you guys can think of anything, just leave it, and subscribe if you're new to my channel and you want to see more.